if every player in the Golden Spatula Cup Day 3 is from a different country. But for now, we're going to be going into round 2. Let's talk a little bit about these players. You already gave us a little bit of an introduction to Mujiwara. Of course, we did see Ging and we did see Banana Bill in the previous round. So this is the winner's lobby, as you want to call it, that. And we are facing some players that we haven't talked as much about just yet. One of them is Lumarpin, and Lumarpin is actually one of the players that has played a different comp in every single game yesterday. The Mirage coming in, Electric Overload, Morgan.
Yeah, this is the thing. To me, I'm not really sure who I'd be vouching for after Mujiwara in this lobby. It might be Yelko just to end the love-hate relationship between me and Counterfeit, but otherwise, all these people, all these names, we've seen them yesterday. They performed so well. Specifically, Jing, who was just him and Banana in the final lobby last game, both first and second. So these people, these 8 heroes that we got in this lobby, I don't know, it's kind of heartbreaking to see that one of them is going to end up in the 8th place. You can never guess who it's going to be.
We just got word from our lovely observer, and I will quote that because I don't stand behind it. He said, "Good news, Namzi is mage."
Finally, we get to see Namzi step again. Okay, it's lovely, it's lovely.
Is that good news, though?
It is, because
Okay.
Astrals are going to be contested, and Astrals and Lagoons have always been contested as openers, but do you love seeing Namzi? Do you love seeing Namzi in the lobby?
To be fair, I like Namzi. I like Namzi a lot. Do I like seeing everybody beelining for mage Namzi? I don't know. I think I prefer a little bit more diversity, but it will be what is going to happen for sure.
Okay, we love seeing the variety, but you know what I love seeing the most? That Dragon Imperialist Namzi. That one below that executes people for being under 18 HP. That Dragon Imperialist Namzi is so strong. She's so strong. If somebody has a Dragon Imperialist, I'm vouching for them all the way.
Okay, Morgan already locking in the picks, making sure somebody gets the augment. Everything will go to plan as it always does, right, Morgan? But for now, players will be picking their first augments, and Ilko actually finding that Mage Namzi in shop if he would so like to take it.
Yeah, now this is the decision which is kinda hard to make. He might buy these two, lock the store, maybe perhaps buy Namzi in the next round before he forgets, but again,
disrespecting the Namzi.
As you said, yes, is one of the most contested picks, so he might be batting an I-10, and I pretend I do not see it.
I think he's actually not going to go for it. Doesn't look like it for now. We will meet with Mujiwara, who has picked up a Lagoon crest here. So maybe also opting to go into those Lagoon mages that we've seen a lot of. And I do want to note here that Mujiwara's boards were super creative. We did see a Seraphine 3 come through, which I don't see a lot nowadays. We did see Astral mages being rerolled as well from Mujiwara yesterday. And just a general tendency to kind of flex in or splash in a trait that isn't normally in this comp, and it's done him very, very well. But augments are here. So how are we feeling about Highlights Metabolic?
Highlights Metabolic is one of the most amazing augments that you can see. You have so many options, whether you want to play something like maybe the Olaf in the early game, have him die, heal after every round, look for an early Soraka in level 7 or level 8 for you to be able to heal 4 HP per round, which keeps you very, very healthy until the final stages of the game. But that is not my main concern. Metabolic allows for so many loss streaks in the early, and still being able to keep up with HP. We've said so many times that if you're at Krugs with about 70 HP, you're good to go. With Metabolic, you can reach Krugs with a loss streak and still be above 86, 88 HP, so it's a beautiful augment for me. It doesn't always have to rely on combat stuff here.
You want to know something that I would love to see in this game, and I'm not sure if it's going to happen,
Aurelian
but
Soul.
you just might... No, why?
No, she got so mad.
No.
No.
I would like to see some Dragonmancer, and that's actually something we aren't seeing a lot of. Matella, who was in the previous game, he ran a lot of Dragonmancer board, didn't go for it in the last game. The players that are in this lobby just generally don't go for it, but this might be the moment. Banana Build does have a Dragonmancer 2, at least unlocked together with the Gadget Expert, and will try and get that Volley Bear online for now, hopefully.
Yeah, but you hate to see it. After picking up Knife's Edge, you know, I kind of feel very bad for Yelko. You get Knife's Edge, and then what happens? It's a Mage Nomsy and the Silas appearing in your store saying, "Hello, you didn't pick that augment? Well, we're coming just for you, baby, in the early." And it's gonna cost them a lot. Okay, when you play the Australs, you're only mainly playing them in the early game because they give so much economy, whether you're winning or you're losing. Yes, you do not really look to win games early with the Australs unless you have the perfect start with the early Silas and the early looks, so you can push for 3 mages, 3 Australs, double bruiser, and push for level 5, and perhaps play with a perfect Astra board towards a win streak. So with Australs, you don't really look to win in the early unless you have that perfect start, but getting that Nomsy and the Silas when you've already picked Nice Edge is kind of heartbreaking. So I feel bad for Elko. I feel really bad for Elko.
Yeah, and we are in the carousel right now. We can see the carries of all of the players on the right side of the screen, and Ilko is on that astral shapeshift angle for now, from what it seems like. Does find actually Yone 2 being found by Highlight and a Zeri 2 being found by Bananable. This early on, that's nice, but here's somebody that likes the frog with a mage cap. So Ging going for Mage Nomsy being here with a Silas too. Really, really strong start once again for Ging.
Yeah, this is the thing. We are playing with a Nomsy with an Edge of Night and, a nice Edge. And what do? You're gonna throw her outside for the Astros? Yes, that is a much better idea for me. You're just committing to the lost streak right now. You leveled up, you bought XP, which definitely didn't pay up that much because you're not getting any items because you were at the top of the leaderboard, so you did not get to pick first in the carousel. And I believe he was looking for something that helps maybe his front line with an armor to that Silas, perhaps push a protector's vow on him, but he didn't get that. And now we know already that the first shimmer items in the rotation is going to be a Mogul's Mail, which happens to be the perfect items for our man Lumarpin, which is already at level 6 on that Volley Bear with a Mogul's Mail. He's unkillable at this point, and that's how you play Knife's Edge, baby.
Just quickly noting, because I think it's such a cool thing. So we still have 3 Spanish players in the tournament, and I believe all of them are currently in Madrid playing on stage in front of an audience. So the Spanish TFT community has rallied together to actually have this big event there and cheer on their national players in the Golden Spatula Cup. So if you're wondering where Lumarpin currently is, it's in Madrid. He's being watched by some fans, and it's lovely, lovely to see that happening. We hope to get more of that in the future.
Yeah, let's go. Actually, I remember being in an international event before, and people used to cheer for Spain in some way. I forgot what it called, but maybe Kay can help because I love Spanish people so much. The amount of energy that these people have and the amount of dedication that they have for their community is just massive. So huge shout out for everyone from Spain. I love you guys. I love the community. I love the amount of cheer they give to the players and stuff. So Lumarpin, you might be my second bias after Mujiwara, just for you. Just for you, even though Mujiwara just lost, but okay, I love you.
Morgan trying to find some picks to go with so he can say, I was right, you know?
Yes.
But Lumarpin doing really well here, streaking 100 HP. Kevin Parker also on that win streak. Both of them, of course, committed a little bit of gold, so are behind on the economy for now. But a player I want to talk about is Highlight, because Highlight has been lost streaking from what it looks like just based on the HP totals. It's currently on 70 HP, and yeah, there we go, 5 losing streak coming through. So it might be a player worth checking in.
Yeah, and Lumarpin is not going to be losing at all in these early rounds. He does have the Hudge, maybe my Slam It right now on the Volley Bear. Will make total sense, but we're not really sure whether he's going to commit to these Dreamancers comp with the Shimmer skills or not. We're not yet sure what the second item might be. We're not also sure what Dragon will he be committing for, because with the items that you have right now, you don't have the probability of making value of this Volley Bear unless you get him into a 2-star. So yes, he was able to get 5 wins in a row, but after the second augment, and maybe when we see what the second item on the shimmer skills is in the rotation, be able to decide, and it will be a siphon with a Hodge. Okay, that makes total sense. I guess that.
Okay, I really like this angle here. He could be going for
Silas?
that Jade
Yes.
Siphon, and Jade Siphon is actually a super popular comp in this tournament. Just alone in yesterday's games, I think we saw at least everyone play it for once that has qualified for today. It's super chased by these players and very successful thus far. So that Siphon being found on 3-1 definitely doing Lumarpin some favors.
Yeah, and here it goes, Lumarpin. Vamos on that 6th win that he has on board right now already. And with the second round of augments, we'll see what he has for us on board. And it will be the D-Master Crown. Look at this face. Look at his face. He's like, oh, why did I slam it too early? Will it be a Lee Sin? But no, he re-rolls it. It might be a new recruit for that sweet Whispers or the Stand United for that sweet damage and AP. But if it was me, new recruit here seems like a perfect option. Electrocharge. Okay, doesn't go for neither. Okay,
Disagrees.
You shot me down.
So we will be looking into the prismatics, but for now, I want to see Kevin Parker's board because he's up there with Lumarpin, and I want to see what's going on. Is on a Bruiser Dragonmancer angle, and I see the prismatic.
Who? Dragon Soul. Dragon Soul. Is it going to be committed to, though? Will we see another 6 dragon comp? I can sense it. Kevin Parker.
I'm scared. You know, now I'm scared. I don't think I'm ready for yet another 6 dragon board in our on-stream lobby. But this just might be the direction that Kevin Parker is looking for. Did not put any dragons in except for that augment for now, since his comp has been doing extremely well, has been win streaking for the entire game. So he doesn't need to act on it right now, but it will definitely be where he's aiming to go, where he's trying to land. Ooh. And that's a very strong statement augment.
Yeah, but that's a horrible dragon to put here in my G, because if you're rolling with a Numsy, when the dragons, of course, I mean, dragon seals, but you what?
2 Dragon Soul players in the same lobby?
Okay, that might be 2 Ascensions in the same lobby just for you, Mix. I know what that means. We're getting more and more of these sweet Aurelian souls on board.
You know, I think I'm like, in all of our TFT caster roster, I'm the caster that just curses the most. Whatever I say I don't want to see, it happens. It happens. It's just, I don't even know at this point. I should just say the opposite of what I'm looking for, I think, to make it happen. I don't know. But yeah, 2 players on Dragon Soul. Of course, prismatic augments here as second augments coming through. That will be a strong trajectory for this lobby.
Yeah, it's kind of impressive when yesterday we've seen Dragon Soul get neglected 2 times, and of course, well, one of them was kind of still committed into the Dragon board with the Cursed Crown, but that still doesn't deny the fact that we've seen people shun no light to it or 2 times. Now, in a single lobby, we have both Magarki and also Kevin Parker throwing these 2 Dragon Souls on board. We might get 2 Ascended Gods fighting right here on this round. And it's gonna be very impressive. What selections of dragons will they go? Who will hit it first? Who will come out on top? Who's gonna have the better items? Will they both, as usual, round the terrace? Too many questions, but with Dragon Soul, you're definitely committing for the full dragon board.
Yeah, it will be very interesting to see this happen. Currently, Mujiwara and Highlight both also have a Spat on their bench that they can work with. So actually the Spat being used as we speak about it, Mage Cap being built here, and Mujiwara has the Lagoon Mages nearly online. One more mage looking to join this party here to really go to 5 mages. But this is a good comp to be in for 3-5.
Yes, and I would wish if that Kaisa maybe had a blue buff or something, and I'd like to call her always with the mage emblem and the blue buff, the loot printer Kaisa. Specifically for the fact that you have a Lagoon emblem, so she's gonna be printing a lot of loot, and apparently he's bumping more and more damage into her right now. Now, the one I'm looking for, and the one I want to see, starting from now until, let's say, if he's able to hit it or not, you know who. Ilko. He's not been able to have it at all until this game. He's still 8th with 44 HP at 3-5. He might not even make it until the Treasure Dragon. It's way too early to be this low for Ilko.
Yeah, and Highlight is down there as well. So both of them holding hands, losing HP in this lobby. 40 and 31 HP. That is a scary position.
In a single round. That shows apparently how weak his board was. That hurts. That hurts.
Highlight is on a 9 losing streak. Maybe we can check in with Highlight. Of course, Highlight is on that metabolic, so we maybe needn't worry too much about him.
But Ilko
is on a Jade angle, is 1 Xiaoyu short of Xiaoyu 2. That could be the turning point. So actually, I think Highlight is okay as soon as the Xiaoyu is being hit.
But
Ilko is the one we might need to worry.
Yes, I'm worried more about Ilko right now. The Prismatic Nerve's Edge on Highlights will put him in a much better position. But Ilko with no metabolic, nothing to save him, nothing to keep him boosting this HP each and every round. And maybe if we're able to get that early Soraka just like we found Lemop and do it, Highlight is gonna be here healing a whooping amount of 4 HP every single round. He's gonna be too strong with that metabolic Soraka combo. But this is the thing. When it comes to Ilko, he's way too low on HP right now, and I want to have more and more observance on him. Will he be able to clutch him maybe after the walls? I have no idea.
Yeah, we need to check in with Ilko for sure. Again, Highlight, just looking for that soy, looking to find it. We'll go to 7 here and hopefully able to hit then. We're going to keep an eye on that. But Ilko surely is the one that we want to have a look on and see where we're going. So this is what we're currently working with. And I can see where the lose streak has come from. However, last round was a win. So the Zippy 2 currently bonking around together with a Needly who has 3 items. That's currently not something you want to have in 3-7 still, but we will be working with it for now as Astrals are being slotted in here. Finds a Siphon on a roll down, keeps on rolling to try and find something, just anything. A Pantheon. This might be a Whispers angle together with the Silos that he has found now in the shop, and I think that's the same that he's currently seeing. Going for those Bruiser Whisper angles is the choice of the minute that might do him some favors and turn this around.
Throw the final Jade, but none of them get that value from the Jade statue. The swap was too late on the binary airdrop.
Wukong 1 has it, right?
That's not gonna do anything. That's not gonna do anything. Wukong 1 has it, but he's not a frontliner. He's not dealing damage. And this is the only issue about losing so much. You put yourself under so much pressure. You too late, 2 pivots, and he might even be losing this round. So Ilko is 1 round away or 2 rounds away. After this augment, if he's gonna be reaching the carousel at least or not. He might even be going before carousel. You need just 1 more Siphon or 1 more Pantheon with the duplicator, which you're sadly gonna be.
He just sold a Siphon? He just,
yeah.
What? What's going on? What's going on? Going into 3rd augments, finds a warrior crest and a Thrill of the Hunt. I think both of these might be good options. Maybe preferring the Thrill. Okay, no, it's okay. No,
it makes sense. Yes, with the binary airdrop, it makes total sense. With the binary airdrop, you're looking to put at least 2 items in each and every one. So yeah, okay, it makes sense. Even though Thrill of the Hunt still had maximum value right here to keep his units alive, but it's actually very smart. With the binary airdrop, you make sure that everyone has a whooping amount of.
This board is coming together, though.
Here it goes.
I love that.
I love it as well.
So finding the Xiaoyu here, getting those 5 Jades online, does have the Siphon, does have the Xiaoyu. Will need to slam some items here, but can do that surely in just a few seconds. And then needs to upgrade, right? That's the big kicker. All of these units are currently only 1 star, except for what should be a front line, but I'm not sure it will be enough. The binary airdrop coming in clutch here, providing a Shroud of Stillness that will hit most of the enemy team as he faces off against Mujiwara, but can he find a win?
Yeah, this is the only issue now. With the Knife's Edge, you have a lot of the damage going in, but again, with the Whispers, you're giving your Pantheon a lot of damage the more he survives, and the Hurricane, which was a perfect addition because of how much it benefits from the Whispers buff, and that's a lot of damage given to my boy Mujiwara here, so Ilko, watch out. You are one of my chosen heroes just because I love Mr. Counterfeit. So do not let my other votes go out. Take it a little bit easy on Mujiwara. And I wish you guys would see Counterfeit's face right now. But he has that Dwayne Johnson, eyebrow look. He just judges my soul.
He's just waiting. But here are the augments that have been picked as a third augment coming through for
Dragon
these
Imperialist.
players.
Yes!
Exactly. So with 2 Dragon Souls on Kevin Parker and Magarki, we now also have Ging going for the Dragon Imperialist. And if these players don't just cannibalize each other, I'll be so surprised. But for now, Mujiwara will face off against Highlight. Highlight having lost streak for the majority of this round so far with the Metabolic, will probably want to get some wins in soon enough.
Yeah, and another Siphon paired up with Jade, who would have thought. Definitely not meta right now. I'm obviously just kidding. Mujiwara against that Mage Prodigy board on the Namsi. But this is the thing. You do not have enough items on her. She got absolutely destroyed because of the rush that happened at the start. And this is the issue with Mage Namsi. Mujiwara is not able to find at all. I mean, yes, any value of this so far, Namsi, because again, with Dragon Imperialist, she's going to be much, much stronger than any other comp. Okay, yes, the Axiom Arc does a lot of value, but that's if you can get kills with her in the first place, and that's the thing. You cannot, because she's highly contested, and that's why you said at the start, look at the amount of spatulas Banan has! He's opening a spatula store, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody wants a spat? You want to cook something?
It's just like, huh? You want it? So, Ging, actually, we will go to Ging after that, because what Mujiwara is trying to do, Ging already has brought online. He does have the Mage Emblem, he does have the Dragon Imperialist, and it will do really, really do him well. And we're just getting word that those spatulas have been created from Darkflight, so he doesn't have 3 spatulas in his bench apparently, which would have been a little bit busted and also wasted, to be honest. But there it is, Morgan.
Yeah, and there it is, the 7 mage angle right now with that lovely Lilia.
Dragon Imperialist?
Back there, and the Dragon Imperialist. Yes, that's not the word I was looking for. I know Dragon Imperialist,
Okay.
I've called it. I was looking for Lilia. She's kind of forgotten right now. You see? This is the issue with thank you
Just
for
call it
attempting to give me a memory refresh here. Yeah, look at that Death Defiance on this lovely Siphon. It's gonna give him so much value, even though he's still a 1-star, but he'll be very, very effective. And with that Gildem, look at the beauty of the Dragon Imperialist executing people back and forth. Because the ward in Nomsi has said its word, and no one gets to survive that Dragon Imperialist execution, baby. But Zippy says no, hops on her. He says, hey, listen up, sister. We gotta talk. Gives the Siphon a little bit more time to pump in that healing with the Hudge and the Death Defiance. And the Nomsi will find enough value or not with the Dragon Imperialist clears the entire board. And that's why I told you I love this augment with Nomsi. I love it. I love it.
Okay, 2 things. Thing number 1, Highlight is making the most out of that Metabolic. I don't think I've seen a player who has been going for the bottom place for as long as he has with that Metabolic, is trying to get that Jade Siphon comp online, has found the Jace, has found the Shio U2 by now, but is still looking for some upgrades. The other thing, Kevin Parker and Magarki, both on the Dragon Soul. I do want to check in with them, see how many dragons we're currently running, because I think there might be something interesting there, but we will meet Banana Bill for now.
Yeah, and again, another Jade Whispers board, who would have thought, except that this one is a little bit weaker from Highlight's side, because he doesn't have the 4th Whisper buff. Now, he's playing mainly with a 3rd Bruiser. I don't know why is it still bumped in this, but you definitely need either a Zyra, or maybe a Pantheon, a Silas, anyone that helps this Siphon gets his full Whispers combo. And this is the issue with the Jades. You need to have level 8 for it, you need to dump one of your bruisers, and with the Jade in a 1v1 against the Zeri, despite the recent buffs, Shioyu will not be easily beatable. You have a Stand United, that's giving him a lot of AD and AP, which helps with the damage reduction, more and more damage. You have the double Dragon on board, so that's a whole lot of HP. And of course, the Prismatic Knights at 3, so that Shioyu is a killing machine.
Okay, I want to see Kevin Parker. Kevin just dropped so much HP. I don't even know what was going on there. And keep in mind, all of these players are running Jade Siphon or just straight up dragons. We have one player that is on Mage Nomsy with that Imperial Dragoness, so he will be fine. He will only need the Nomsy, but everybody else is looking for Shioyu, is looking for Siphon, and it's going to be very, very tough to find something here. And Kevin Parker is just noticing that for now. He is on 6 dragons. He has ascended, but he's on a 7 loss streak as well. So really, he needs to turn it around here, and he needs to turn it around now. He doesn't have much HP to work with anymore.
Yeah, and with that monolith buff to get it for the Ocean, which he does not have any items, so maybe just Speed of Fusion slammed in here. Yes, thank you so much. And the Warmog's being slammed into the Terra makes total sense for me. And finally, with a Brawler's Glove still right there to shine, because the Gargoyle's Goal also going on the Terra. Now, I might swap the Deja for the Shioyu here with the guild buff, but that's the thing. It's too late. You need the Jades for the front line. You need them for the healing. You're not able to put a Soraka with this comp. Even though you have a First Aid, which would have been so perfect with the amount of healing you would be getting from the Soraka. But it does a beautiful combo with the Stadios as well. But the Siphon gets Zephyred, and maybe that's why we've seen highlights drop down everything. The Gwyn's Reckoning, the Ball, only just to do that. The Ocean finally gets the first cast. With the Morello, he's able to bomb down a lot of the healing on their boards, and the Ascended Dragons with all of these 40 stats bumped into everything. Attack speed, damage, magic resist. They just do not die, and the Bard is alone out there. Just, no, it wasn't me, I swear to God. But it falls down, and because they're dragons, they count as 2 units. You lose a lot of HP highlight.
Good for Kevin. But how is McGarkey looking? Because he should be on those 6 dragons now as well. And if he isn't, that's a problem. So while Kevin is looking for more dragons, McGarkey is on 4 with a little bit of a Whisper Splash. And he's actually only level 7. So he will not be hitting 6 dragons soon with 1 gold in the bank. That's a terrible position to be in.
Yeah, you don't love to be in that position at all. You still haven't reached this chance to even get closer to the 6 dragons. So the Dragon Soul, well, I wouldn't say it has not that much value, but rolling a 7 for the Dragon Soul, again, it is a last resort he had to go for. You probably wanted to go for Ascension again, maybe something like Kevin Parker has done, but he did not have a good start enough in order to be able to push to that. And here we go, the Deja, still at 1 star, but with the Rage Blade and the Electric Overload, which was the augment, the Mirage effect for this town, gets eaten alive! But that Siphon nom for him because he was a little bit hungry. And the Swain will be able to stall 4 units at the same time, but not Yasuo. You cannot stall against Yasuo, and we still get 1 more round. This time, it's looking a little bit better. It's looking a little bit better.
I think this might be the end for Highlight.
No!
Highlight running that metabolic till the end. He would have gotten knocked out way sooner, but it just didn't work out. He couldn't find a comp to get it online, and he was knocked out 8th in round number 2. Now McGarkey and Ilko are also down there. This lobby is very close, except for Hulu Marpin, who's just hit very early on and is off there. He's not even playing the same game as the rest of them, it feels like.
Yeah, and a small board upgrade here for Kevin Parker, finally being able to hit that 2-star Zippy. Yeah, with the 2-star Zippy, not with the 6 dragons.
2-star Terra?
And a 2-star... Wait, he got a 2-star Terra as well?
He has a 2-star Terra.
Okay,
so,
I missed that.
Maybe a small and a big upgrade to Kevin's board for now, but McGarkey might be getting knocked out here.
And what a tunnel vision person I am. I only focused on the Zippy in the back line, but I forgot the major gigantic Terra on the front line, so thank you so much, Makes. And apparently, the villain arc of Lumarbin stops right now because everyone else also hit what they want. And Mujiwara, my man, is 1 round away from getting away, and we have 3 people under 10 HP with the one beneath, right above them, Kevin Parker at 12.
Ging had a mage cap on an Ocean. He had the Dragon Imperialist. He had mages stacked up, and he goes 7th in this lobby. Let me tell you about something that happened yesterday. Casey Double is a name that we all know. He's double EMEA champion, and he's ex-world champion. He went out 5th in a game yesterday with a Shioyu 3. That is the kind of lobbies that we are currently looking at, and I am still not over it. Ging had such a great board, and he goes 7th here. Wow.
You know what, Makes? He can just keep going. Honestly, I'm just heartbroken at this point. You got to get the Dragon Imperialist. You got that Mage Ocean, not Aurelian Soul, just so you're happy. But he still doesn't manage to get even to a top 4. I'm broken. I feel hurt right now. Because
Same.
you had a perfect board. And this is the beauty of Nums. You know, I kind of might be agreeing to when you said right at the start when the production team told us that it's going to be a Mage Nomsi and you were like, are you sure it's good news? Are you sure that Mage Nomsi really is good news? So I kind of agree right now. Mage Nomsi might have not been really that much of good news for him. But here it goes. Again, with a 2-star Deja finally upgraded against the Zom and that Cavalieria Soul, which is kind of an old meta from set 7. Still alive until now, but the Zoe says no, bumps up some of that attack speed. And Mugiwara might be going out right here, but the Zom saves him for another bonk on Banana Bill and saves the day.
Someone that's not getting saved is Wicklow, though. Ilko just getting knocked out here, minus 1 HP. It was close. We know Peter's crying. We're going to give him a little bit more time until he comes back on analyst desk to, you know, catch himself and set up to do this analyst desk any justice, as he's really sobbing right now. But Ilko finding a 6th place is undeniably happening for us right now. Magarki and Mujiwara both fighting to make it to top 4.
Yeah, and there's nothing you can do about that right now if you were Mujiwara. You're just hoping for the best. You just hope you don't go against Kevin Parker. But guess what? It happened. And I'm definitely vouching for the 6 Dragons board, but I'm sorry, Mujiwara. You ascend. You ascend. The Ocean finally able to hit that 3rd item. Gives himself a lot of Omni-Vamp, being able to survive a little bit with a Bloodthirster. But the Zom trying his best with the Morello, so it provides 0 value. Again, that poor Dragon is not going to do anything against an entire Dragon board.
He's getting knocked out.
He falls down, yeah. With that Nida, there was nothing you could do against the 6 Dragon board. Kevin Parker is the master of pivots for me in this tournament.
I mean, he was able to go to 9 and find those 6 dragons, which is just the best thing you can hope for with that Dragon Soul. That is all he was playing for ever since he hit that 2nd prismatic. So it will be on Kevin, Banana Bill, and Lumarpin to figure out who takes the crown here. Now, Banana Bill we haven't seen in a while, and he's on a 6 Cavalier Mirage Guild train for now.
Yeah, and Lumarpin does have that 51 gold, but my man Counterfeit, apparently we are united in grief even. Except that my man Mujiwara at least made it to top 4. Anyways, Lumarpin still surviving right now with that, decides to go to level 9 and push and maybe try to reroll for that 2-star Shioyu, but because you're having so many dragons on board, he's not even able to get it. Now, he's kind of considering, do I go for the A-Soul? Do I have the correct items for him? But apparently it might not be the best decision, because you don't have anything to back him up with, and he's still rolling, looking for that Jade. Soraka might get a level 2, and a Terra appears in a shop, but there's no enough time to pivot. He decides to call it a day and just achieve with.
Yeah, and it will be Kevin against Banana Bill. Keep an eye on those dragons that are just going out and about into this electric overload board that Banana Bill has built. The Deja Ults are coming in perfectly, but it will not be enough. The lightning rain just crashes down. Here comes the thunder, and Kevin will take another win against Banana Bill.
Yeah, there's not much that you can do against a dragon that has already ascended. You do have the Woodland Charm, you do have the Static Shift, but the damage does not do anything to all that stats buff that you're getting. Yes, we do not say goodbye to someone right now, but we're 30 seconds away from that. Who do you think is going to be the first to go away here, Makes?
Well, it depends on who's going to meet Kevin again. We just saw that both of these players have met Kevin's board. Kevin now finding that Shyvana too, because why not? So both of them lost to Kevin Parker, one to the copy, one to himself. And it will be on them who they meet next. We can see that Lumarpin will go up against Kevin Parker once more. I think with 21 HP, he will be able to survive. So all eyes on Banana Bill if he can get away with some HP here.
Not sure if I would really prefer the CC right here for that additional Mystic, because 4 Mystics would have definitely done you such a nice job against these dragons with relying that most of the damage comes out as an AP. But again, the Gargoyle and the Zeppy makes him way too tanky, and the Lightning does strike again, then there's nothing still you can do against that. Your entire board is just absolutely deleted, and the Shioyu will not do anything against his own kin, as we might be saying goodbye to Lumarpin. But wait, the damage is not done yet? Was it a clone? Was it a shadow?
come.
Well, he's already out.
Even with the Soraka
Whoa.
healing, he gets knocked out. 23
Whoa.
HP in round 6-3 is what it took. And Banana Bill was able to survive. It is a 1v1 between Banana Bill and Kevin Parker. The show-off of Germany's best in our Golden Spatula Cup here. One with 6 dragons, one with 6 Cavalier. And we will see where this one goes.
75 gold in the final stage, but none of these will come into value. He does not have time to re-roll. He maybe have had time to roll in for that. I don't know. 2-star Yasuo, he already has it. 2-star Deja, already has it. What would you do? You're not able to get a 3-star Deja. No way in hell you'd find the correct time to get it right now. So again, it's a 1v1, but with the Sex Dragons, and we've seen the beauty and the strength of these Ascended Dragons. The Shioryu, again, is not able to do anything in the last round. And in this round, the Deja is not able to do any damage as well. There's nothing that can beat these dragons. And because the dragons, they count as 2 units, the amount of damage you're gonna be getting is already multiplied. So here already goes out Kevin Parker with a 10-win streak. Destroys everyone soon as he ascends. Dragons are the best in Dragonlance.